One of the great things I think about having long hair is that we got that natural sunscreen built in.
Never have to use sunscreen on our neck, dude. They're white as a ghost, but I'm not complaining.
100,000% SPF, dude. Just fully maxed. Welcome back to another episode of The Man Cave. I am El Garvinski with
El Travieso. Great to be here, man.
Dude, so stoked you're here. Thanks for hanging out over here today.
Love to be here, thank you.
But also would love to get you to hang out outdoors because today we are talking about camping with long hair.
Yep, we're gonna get into it, break it down for you guys.
We got a few tips and tactics and also some insight into how we feel about being outdoors. And I'm gonna go first and just say that one of the things I love about being outdoors is that it's a big confidence booster. You know, you're out in the wild and you know you got to learn to adapt and you got to learn to maneuver with what you got. And you know what's some of the things that the wild provides for you or the outdoors?
You know, I've been getting out there almost every week. You know, camping almost every week, hiking some way, shape, or form.
Yes.
It's clarifying. It's really nice getting out, especially with you got some of your best friends alongside you, and now, you know, for lack of a better term, it's almost like a weekly baptize session. In my case, per se, like I get out there and I'm just staring at computer screens all day, working, going to school.
Oh yeah.
Playing sports, but you know, getting out and just enjoying nature and sitting around a campfire or getting up on the top of a mountain or a hike. It's
building your shelter, cooking food.
Yeah, even throwing the tent up, the small things, the small parts of camping and just getting outdoors, they're clarifying. It's nice, you know, getting back to your roots. Just doing the bare minimum, but it's the bare minimum that kind of gets you going and gets you by, like you're talking about. When
you're out there, you know, there's a lot of factors that you got to deal with, and one of the things is the sun, for instance, right?
Yeah, of course.
One of the great things I think about having long hair is that we got that natural sunscreen built in.
Never have to use sunscreen on our neck, dude. They're white as a ghost, but I'm not complaining.
100,000% SPF, dude. Just fully maxed out. What about when you're out there? Like, what other tips you got?
There's a few tools I like to do to like contain my hair while I'm out there. Usually when I go camping, I kind of bring like 5 different kinds of things for not just my hair, but in general, but they end up going on my head in some shape or form. Like to have a hair tie, not just to tie our hair up, you know, while we're sleeping or, you know, it just feels like it's getting messy. It gets real staticky out in the woods, out in nature. So hair tie is always good to use. You don't have to just use it for your hair too. You know, you're sitting around the fire with your boys, enjoying a nice PG-13 beverage.
Oh yeah.
And you know, you forget whose drink is whose because everybody's can looks the same. Just throw one of these on it. Drink marker. So you're like, oh, everybody obviously has the Liquid Death, but I got the Viking Liquid Death.
I got the Red's Liquid Death.
Yes.
The red edition. Of
course. So it's a great tool to have.
Another one too is like, you know, when you're building stuff, like you're building your fire, you're gathering the woods, and you're wearing like something with like, you know, loose sleeves, and it's just like always getting in the way.
Yeah.
I've shared this on a 5 tips with our hair ties.
Yep.
You could always tie up your cuffs and just kind of make a little sleeve holder.
Your sleeves are snagging on all the wood you're picking up. Just get your sleeves up. And they're perfect too when you break them in a little bit. They get a little bit more loose, so they don't, you know, cut off any circulation or anything.
Definitely don't want to do that, man.
No.
Especially you gotta be using the machete and just like cutting through some stuff. Also, you had mentioned about going to sleep too. You know, I like using the hooded sleeping bag. And a lot of times my hair can get caught up in a zipper or something. I don't want to just throw a beanie on. So what I usually do is I'll tie up my hair in a high ball and then I'll throw a beanie on and then I'll do it. Depending obviously on the weather. Of course. But for me, my usual go-to is that move. And it can get cold in the mountains sometimes too. So
you know, it's definitely been getting a little warmer now, but a few months ago, camping around New Year's, it was below freezing. And you know, you throw your hair up, beanie on. This kind of segues into my next thing, a neck gaiter too over your face.
Oh yes.
But yeah, neck gaiter, beanie, head wrap,
Great
2
combo.
hoods.
Great combo.
You know, I'm not super into like big. I have like my one sleeping bag, and typically for Southern California, it works 8-9 months out of the year, and then I'll just tough it out for the next 3. But that kind of segues into the next point. I also like to bring neck gaiters with me. On a hike, you can cover your face if you don't want to, you know, you're going around a real, if you have allergies like myself, you know, pollen's in the air, or, you know, it's real hot or real cold and you want to watch how you're breathing, you cover up your face.
You just want to protect that forehead too. That's another move.
It's another thing. You can have it over like your bottom part of your face, or like I like to do is I'll use it to keep my hair back.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really feel like wearing a hat. You want to get some sun on your face, but you want to keep your hair back somehow. You don't feel like tying it up. I'll wear a neck gaiter, and it works as like a perfect head wrap.
Besides having a neck gaiter, how do you usually let your hair ride, especially for hiking?
When I'm hiking,
letting it
while I'm hiking, I'll probably go neck gaiter or some type of hat. And then another tool I like to bring is, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, keffiyeh. Kind of. Like
the Middle Eastern.
Kind of a traditional like. It's real big in military applications too, but they're really sweet because they're super long, so they can almost be used as like a scarf. And then you can pull them over your head if it's real sunny. It's another layer when you're getting cold at night. So they have a lot of different applications. That's kind of like the whole theme about right now, and the whole camping thing is bringing tools that have multiple different kinds of applications. So you're prepared in whichever environment you end up being in. And then the last thing is a hat. Got to bring a hard lid.
We got the camper, don't we?
Of course, yeah. We even have a hard lid called the camper. It's got mesh all the way around. Keep you nice and cool. Looks really sweet too. Nobody else has hats like that. So
keeping the sun out of your face.
Yeah, multiple different kinds of headwear definitely do benefit, and they take up hardly any room. The only thing that really has kind of structure that needs a little bit more room is a hard lid. And then there's even hats that are, you know, unformed and campable. They're called like crushable hats.
Oh yeah. Actually, I haven't seen that, but I could imagine that.
No, yeah. They're made out of like real like ripstop nylon material and real easy foam. So like all this stuff, you can bring all of these and then pack it into a container this big. Not that you're gonna be having all your headwear in a container, but still. So coming prepared for the job, having multiple different kinds of tools for your head and your just hair care and your face, just this whole region in general. It really helps out being out in nature.
You know, speaking of all those tools, you know, when you're going out, are you more like a minimalist, or do you like, you know, stacking up and being fully loaded? You know, I like doing the whole minimal thing. So.
Me, I'm right in between. I like to say I'm like me and my best friend who are always going camping almost every weekend. He brings so much crap. It's not even funny. He's not even camping anymore. He's just like, he just moves out. He takes the back seat out of his old Jeep Wrangler, and it is loaded. Like it is a rolling depth trap, completely packed. And myself, I bring like, you know, what I need. I'll have sometimes, if we're not going to get wood fire, I have like a little propane portable fire ring. I got, you know, my tent. If I'm sleeping in the tent that night, or if I'm just going to sleep in my truck, I won't even bring a tent. Sleeping bag, blanket, and then my backpack with my clothes, and maybe a pellet gun if I want to, you know, shoot some cans or something. But
gotta have some fun out there.
Other than that, the ice chest. And half the time, I don't even bring the ice chest because my best friend goes overkill, and he brings a fish bag that he has for his boat that he takes out fishing. You know, this bag's made to hold like 15, 20 yellowtail, and he's like, no, we're just gonna throw like 20 cans of soda or tea.
So much yellowtail, man.
Yep. Out in Julian especially.
Wow, dude, great tips. Definitely love hearing your insight. I love talking about this stuff because being outdoors definitely is a great way to pull yourself away from the city and the noise. Let us know in the comments because we've been getting a lot of great feedback. Not only just about the show and about just your take.
What do you guys do while you're camping?
We want to hear, you know, how you let it ride.
It doesn't have to be pertaining to long hair. Just like, what are some of your favorite tips? Because I'm always looking to learn, expand.
We could always use extra tips. So you guys let us know.
You never stop learning, and you know I'm still young, so I need to keep learning.
Dude, great hanging with you today, and you got me stoked. I want to go outdoors now. Dude, we gotta go right now. We gotta go. Dude. Get the van loaded.
Everything's already loaded up. You want to go right now? Let's go right now. All right,
we gotta go.
All right,